Hi and welcome back to Aussie Christianity. My name's Paul and this is
Tracy.
Tracy, my lovely wife. We're back for our third attempt at being content creators here on YouTube and Instagram and wherever else this may lead us. But today we're going to be talking a bit more about, the statistics that we got from the census that we talked on our last little video. And just in regards to, how there might be 49% of people in Australia that call themselves Christians, but they're not really acting as Christians, are they?
I thought it was 43%.
Is it 43%? Okay, sorry. But whatever, it was the highest one of all of them. Yet, it's not really something that our laws would show, especially with that new Giggle versus Tickle court case that's just gone against what Christians would believe to be favourable. So yeah, what do you think about what's happening in our society, Tracy, with Christianity?
Well, I think Christianity means different things to different people, and that can make it hard when it comes to things like census or trying to gather information from people, because what Christianity means to them can be different to what general church or the Bible might say.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think of things like, if you've come to this country from another country that, may have some sort of faith belief at that country, it doesn't mean you have to be that when you get here. I came from a Catholic background, but then I read the Bible and I decided, no, I didn't want to be that anymore. And that's what a conversion is. I guess today there's not a whole lot of people being converted, maybe, but in some circles, perhaps if we look at certain things. But
what do you mean by converted?
Well, to becoming Christians.
No, I think there's a lot of people being born again. There's a bit of a revival in Australia, but it's not necessarily conversions from from Catholicism into Christianity. It's usually people that don't have a church background.
Yeah, well, like I said last time, like the box tickers that were perhaps, my grandmother was a Christian, so I ticked Christian. Yet, when it comes to, they went to the market and they got their tarot cards read and they got some little thing and it made them feel good. Now they're, reading tarot cards and horoscopes and the whole new age sort of belief. That seems to be very popular in Australia, and especially in this little area where we live. There's lots of people who are going to sort of, offer to read your cards or your tea leaves or something.
It's a very new age area.
Yeah.
But I mean, we know people that have been converted miraculously just in this area, from being involved in the New Age to actually having a revelation of Jesus and starting to read the Bible. And Jesus has called them, independent of them going to a church or even knowing Christians, until their conversion brings them, sends them looking for Christians.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's amazing what God's doing.
It is amazing because, I know, and for what's been happening in our lives recently, there's been a lot of people who have been touched by Jesus and have been healed, healed, miraculously healed, and things that, what you'd find at the market might make you feel good for a minute, but then it's sort of, you might feel a little ripped off. A little later, might feel a little jaded because it's worn off, or it wasn't really like what they said. Or whereas when people experience Jesus, he is what he says, and he does heal, and he does impact, and he does change people's lives, and that can't be denied. And there's people everywhere that will stand up and say, hey, yeah, this is what happened to me, and I can tell that story. And I know you can, and maybe we can look into getting some more people on our little channel to share some of their stories about what's happened
Yeah.
here in Australia, about, you know, the healings and the miraculous transformations that they've had in their lives. Yeah.
Well, I think the change comes from the experience. You know, there's a certain amount of experiential that turns into a relationship. You know, it's not just something that you're reading or something that's theory. You know, when you come to know Jesus, it's an experience, and that's, I think, what makes a big difference between, you know, the New Age or other religions. Is that I mean, I guess the thing in the New Age is people do have experiences, but it, like you said, it doesn't give the satisfaction that Jesus has, because you're messing with dark forces. You know.
They won't call them dark forces.
Yeah, no.
There's lots of people in this area that will call themselves white witches.
Yes.
Yes, but they're the ones who are truly deceived.
Witchcraft.
Yeah.
There's not good and bad witchcraft. It's just witchcraft.
It's just witchcraft. That's right.
And it comes from the same, you know, it comes from Satan. It comes from the same person, whether they consider it to be nice, airy fairy witchcraft, or whether
it's because they said something or other, and then something happened, so they think it's good because they think that they are good. Whereas, hey, we all fall short. We're all sinners. We're all on this highway to hell, and there's only one way that we can get off it, and his name's Jesus. Yeah. Well, okay, there goes the dogs. Yeah. So, well, anyway, let's just keep it short today. Thanks very much for tuning in and seeing what we've got to say again. We are beginning to get a hold of this. It's not the easiest. There's editing involved and stuff, and that's a challenge. But, you know, we're not real good at it, as you can tell. But thanks very much. Please follow, like, and share, and all of these things. Tell your friends, and we'll be back for another one next time. God bless.